Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. I'm going to do this quick lesson in Galatians 5. We're going over the basics, the milk, but, it's dealing with the spirit, the fruits of the spirit. We're going to start at verse 16. So this is Galatians 5 and 16. It says, "This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lavishness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulation, wrath, strife, sedition, and heresies." Now we're gonna deal with this first part right here. Okay, so the basically, if you manifest basically adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lavishness, idolatry, witchcraft, and hatred, and various is wrath, strife, sedition, so on and so forth. You're walking in the flesh and everything. So that hatred, that's the thing that Israel has a big problem with: hatred. Hating on one another, hating their brothers and the sisters, hating the man, and vice versa. But really, Israel hating their neighbor, all in general. As a matter of fact, the scripture says, "Love your neighbor." Let's get to love thy neighbor. Okay, this is Leviticus 19 and 18. Shalaki. It says, I'm gonna read 17. It says, "Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart." You see, that's the works of the flesh. If you hate your brother in your heart, okay, thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. You see what I'm saying? Don't suffer sin upon your neighbor. Rebuke him when the rebuke is, righteous rebuke. You know what I'm saying? When he needs to be rebuked, but you shouldn't hate your neighbor in your heart, or your brother in your heart. And the scripture says, Shalaki, it says, "Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor." Yeah, rebuke your brother, and not suffer sin upon him. Because if you love your brother or love your neighbor, your brother or your sister in this sense, you're not going to suffer sin upon them. So whatever they're doing going off, you tell them about it, but you don't, you go to your brother. You know what I'm saying? You rebuke him. It says rebuke him, and it say, go on Facebook or this, that, and the third. No, it says rebuke him, rebuke them sharply. Now there's a situation where you can go in front of the council and out people, in front of the council, but that's, Facebook is not the council. But it says, "Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart." A lot of Israel hate you hate your own brother in your heart. A lot of us, Salaki, we can't wait to shit on one another. Excuse my French, but I gotta go here. We can't wait to backbite one another. We can't wait to talk about and gossip about one another. That's hating your brother in your heart. It says, thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, yes, and not suffer sin upon him." Does it say have a Facebook council meeting, or does it say rebuke him on Facebook? Of course, I'm being silly because Facebook didn't exist back then, but I'm saying it. You supposed to, rebuke him amongst, your peers if that's the case, or rebuke him face to face. But a lot of Israelites, especially ex-street niggas in Israel, I gotta go here too. You guys still got that gang mentality. You want to punch your brother, you want to fight. Even the scriptures, they say, they talk about two brothers fighting each other and everything. But even that has its context. But that's all y'all want to do. Y'all don't want to, let it go. Teddy Pendergrass face ass. No, let me stop. Y'all don't want to let it go. Okay, y'all don't want to, move on. Y'all want to hold the grudge in your heart. Y'all want to work. Y'all want to do the works of the flesh. Okay, it says, thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against thy or the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am Yahweh. You should not avenge any grudge against your own brother, the children of your people, and this women too. You see what I'm saying? Vice versa. You should not avenge, bro. This is not no damn civil war. People say, oh, it's going to be a civil war in the black community. Y'all niggas are going the hell off, bro. It says, thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And you can't love your neighbor if you don't love yourself. It starts with self-love and loving the Most High with all your heart, mind, and spirit. Now let's go back to Galatians, right? Because I have to get this, because I'm gonna close this off with Matthew's, because there's a scripture in Matthew's 5 that touches on this too, right? Salakia. Now let's go back to the works of the flesh. Salakia, verse 19 says, now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, sleeping with your neighbor's wife, or you women, sleeping with other man outside of your marriage. Fornication. Now, fornication, that goes into a lot of things. That's not only adultery. Fornication is unlawful sexual acts. Okay, that's what fornication. Uncleanliness. Okay, lavishness. Which, if the word lavishness, I believe it goes is dealing with hatred, some form of hatred. Unbridledness. Oh no, Salakia, no. Lavishness is dealing with lust, right? Excessive licentiousness, lavishness, wantonness, outrageousness, shamelessness, insolence, right? Okay. Now notice that even the works of the flesh, it goes to a lot of lustful acts, adultery, fornication, which fornication just means unlawful sex, right? So fornication can be numerous of things that falls in those categories. Idolatry, idol worshiping, witchcraft, hatred, not loving your neighbor as yourself, variance, emulation, wrath, strife, sedition, and heresies, being gossipers. Okay, hearsays, envying, murders, drunkenness, revilings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past. Okay, so let's close it out with Matthew's 5. Okay, like I said, it's a quick little lesson. Okay, Salakia. This is Matthew's 5:21. It says, ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not kill. Okay, it says, it goes back to that lust of the flesh, the murder, right? And whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. Okay, now notice there's a semicolon at the end of this, or it's a colon, and it's a semicolon after thou shalt not kill, right? Because he's dealing with the past, right? So it was said in the Leviticus, which I just read, or I didn't read that, but that's a part of the commandments too. Thou shalt not kill, right? Now that's a semicolon, right? Now it goes down to and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. Now it's a colon, right? Now I want you guys to pay attention. It says, but I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. Okay, now if you angry with your brother without any cause, you just hating and you just angry and you're just pissed off, bro, you in danger of the judgment. Okay, and for all you Negroes in Israel, a lot of you guys be jealous of brothers, and these brothers cannot even have the same position. You can be in a higher position. A lot of you niggas be hating on people in lower positions and everything because you don't like that person personally for your own, personal agenda. And most of you guys have Satan on you. Like I said, you ex-street dudes. Yeah, I find this attitude in you guys a lot. You guys be backbiting each other. You ex-street niggas, you know what I'm saying? You guys be hating on brothers with gifts and everything, like the brother K Camp. You know what I'm saying? You guys be hating on brothers like K Camp and Alon and so on and so forth. Y'all be hating on brothers with gifts and certain gifts, A lot of you ex-street niggas, you know, you guys come from the, you know, the street culture or whatever, whether you was in gang members or you sold drugs, a lot of you niggas be still carrying that hate, you know. And the scripture says that whosoever is angry with a brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. Now it's another colon after that, right? It says, and whosoever shall say to his brother, raca. Now the word raca means empty-headed or stupid or fool, right? And I believe raca is Hebrew. Now, and this is how we used to get at each other back in the day, saying raca, you empty, senseless, empty-headed man, a term of reproach used among the Jews in the time of Christ. Right? I think raca might be it's definitely a Arabic word, so it's definitely Hebrew. It says, "O empty one, thou worthless," as a term of utter vilification, right? Vilification. Now, notice this colon says, "And whosoever say to his brother raca shall be in danger of the council." Another colon. It says, "But," because you have to understand. If you say to your well, let me read from top. It says, "But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother raca, shall be in danger of counsel. But whosoever shall say thou fool shall be in danger of hell fire." So Christ is reiterating it because he says, I say to you that whosoever is angry with that brother without a cause shall be in danger of judgment, and say raca shall be in danger of counsel. But, meaning more or less, because that's a colon right there. So he's reiterating this. He says, but whosoever shall say thou fool shall be in danger of hellfire. Now raca means empty-headedness, and thou fool, it means the same thing in English, right? So, but he's had to reiterate that. He said, so if you call your brother stupid and you're just, you know, foolish, impious. I want to retouch on the word fool again, because Christ said, you know, you can't, you know, you're not supposed to call your brother foolish, okay, or impious or godless, okay. Now, when it says, when you go to the Strongs, right, it says dull or stupid as if shut up, meaning get out of here, you foolish, you know, shut up, you foolish person. That's what it's talking about, right? Also, you're just calling somebody a fool because, you know, you feel like you're on some type of level when they're not, right? Because a lot of, and like even if you go into this word, a lot of the Israelites of that time was using this, like the word raca, which I went to earlier, or just a minute ago. They were using this as a rebuke, or not even really a rebuke. It was more like shut up, like basically what he's saying, right? What the definition is saying, okay? Meaning you get out here, you blockhead, you don't know what you're talking about. So this is against the law of Christ. You're not supposed to do that, okay? And the reason why is because yes, the scripture says, I believe it says, avoid foolish questions. Matter of fact, let me get that. Hold on. Avoid foolish questions. That's Titus 3:9, right? But this is talking about basically rebuking your you know, calling a man foolish for no reason, basically, or telling him to get out here or shut up, or, you know, go do something, basically like dismissing him in that type of way, okay? Calling him a blockhead or saying that he don't know what he's talking about, especially somebody who does that without actually dealing with what you're saying. They're just dismissing you because they feel they're personally on a higher level than you, or they feel that they might be more intelligent than you, but instead of trying the spirit by the spirit, they just shun you off and tell you to shut up and get out of here. So that was my well, this is going to be a, you know, separate video, of course, and everything. So that's what I wanted to say. Shalom. Pious, godless, okay, blockhead, it means the same thing as raca, stupid, empty-headedness. It's the same word, right? Christ is saying twice, but he's reiterating. He says, thou shalt be in danger of hell fire. Not only the council, but hell fire. Okay? Now it's going to the other verse is going to the gift. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother hath aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First, be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift. Okay. So we ain't supposed to go back and forth with our brother. Also, it says, agree with thy adversary quickly. Who's your adversary? Okay, what is this talking about? Now, notice the title says personal relationships. Still the same people, okay? Agree with thy adversary quickly, while thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Okay. Salakia. Oh no, yeah. This is right. So the adversary just means opponent. Okay. In a lawsuit, especially Satan as the arch enemy adversary. It says especially Satan, right? So that's an adversary too. You know, this is dealing with your neighbor too, because your neighbor could be your adversary. It just means opponent. Okay. Now notice it says lawsuit. So if you have a problem with your neighbor or your adversary in this context, agree with him quickly. Okay. Unless you deliver up to the judge. Now this can be used as your actual adversary, the other the Gentile, because you have adversaries in the Gentiles too, so forth, like, or Slakia, just like Esau, he's the adversary. Satan is an ultimate adversary, but you can have adversaries in other nations, but this is talking about your own people, okay? Because let me give you an example, because it says opponent, right? What do street niggas call their fellow rivals? Their ops, their opponents, okay? Their adversaries. But the scripture says agree with your ops, your adversaries quickly, okay? While thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversaries deliver thee to the judge. Okay, and this is just an alt that you might have against your brother, and he might deliver you to, or your adversary, and he might deliver you to the judge. It says agree with him quickly. Okay, don't get into senseless arguments, especially if it's going to cost you your freedom. So the Bible is never saying to go to prison. Yeah, you go to prison if you have to for righteousness, but it's never telling you to go to prison and get yourself willfully locked up over stupid shit, which a lot of you Israelites, you guys do. But the Bible is against that. The Bible is against you doing foolishness. It says follow peace with all men if it be so. So with that being said, I went into the works of the lust of the flesh. Hope you guys was edified. I'm gonna go to the fruits of the spirit on my next video. But until then, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Al Shai Ba'Shem Rakadash. Shalom.